But first, some big names with a big mission. Let me tell you, our whole team is gathered around right now because we have a couple of gentlemen who really need no introduction. Joining us today are Pro Football Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith and founder and CEO of Release Recovery, Zac Clark, who you will also recognize from his time on The Bachelorette. Okay, we're going to talk football in just a minute, but I have something that is really top of mind for both of you. It's this Ready to Rescue initiative focused on opioid poisonings.
Right.
Gosh, it's scary. It's like the thing nobody wants to talk about, but we have to. Emmitt, it's personal to you. Talk about that connection.
Well, I think it's personal to a lot of people, like you said, but a lot of folks don't want to talk about it because of whatever they may feel, embarrassment, whatever. But at the end of the day, for me, it's personal because I lost my sister-in-law, but not to the opioid overdose, but she had a couple opioid episodes before.
And you saw that.
Because she was dealing with stage 4 cancer and going through the recovery. The pain was so great that she had to obviously medicate herself and end up over-medicating herself at a couple times. And so then I lost a teammate as well. So beyond that, even in my world, I've had friends that have lost loved ones. And that in itself makes a person sad. Made me sad for them, made me sad for what we went through as a family. So I can only imagine what other family members may be going through. And so if you have an opportunity, which Emerging has given me and Zac an opportunity to go out and spread more awareness around the dangers of it all, that's really what our mission is to continue to open people's minds to the possibility of being in the position to ready to rescue somebody just in case you run into a situation where you're there and you have the ability to do such through the Narcan nasal spray.
It's almost like this is going to be the new, like, you need to know CPR, you need to know about these nasal sprays, you need to have these life-saving skills and this knowledge. And Zac, I appreciate both of you using your platforms for this. I know you've talked about this. Show me what you have here. Because it looks like this is
a Narcan carrying case,
okay?
Right? So there's 2 doses of Narcan in here. And you can kind of wear it on your hip or put on your backpack. We're here actually doing some work. Emmitt and I are going to be out at SMU later. I just saw a recent study, only 15% of college students are aware of what Narcan is and how to use it. So this is a life-saving drug. It reverses the effects of an overdose. I know the numbers are going down, which is a good thing, but our work is by no means done. I work in behavioral health care. I've been working in behavioral health care since I got sober 14 years ago, and we just lost a young guy, from our community a couple weeks ago, and it never gets easier. So we're out here trying to encourage people to be ready to rescue, just like me and Emmitt are.
My goal with somebody watching an interview like this is that it sparks some curiosity, right? And they leave and they continue on because we can't give it all in this 4-minute segment. But I would love to give some life-saving advice for people in terms of what one would look out for and then what somebody would do.
Well, I mean, the first thing to look out for are drugs around.
Yeah.
If you're in an environment where drugs are around and you start to see someone, the blue lips, the slow breathing, the discolored fingernails, and they go down, Emmitt can take it from here with the lay, stay, and spray.
Yeah, it's the lay, spray, and stay. If a person is non-responsive or starting to have some issues and you don't know what they are, but you do see the elements of substances around, you lay them down on the ground gently. You take the Narcan nasal spray, insert it into one of the nostrils. In this case, you have 2. Hit one nostril, hit the other nostril with that other spray, and call 911 immediately, and then stay right there and wait for them to get there and try to just, I call it lay, stay, and spray, and then pray. Pray for help, because at the end of the day, you will need some assistance, and that's what the EMTs are there for.
Yeah, is this something you talk to your kids about? As a dad, I love hearing parental advice.
We talk to them about taking care of themselves and being aware of their surroundings. And to my girls and boys, if you're at a place, and now I have grown kids that are in their 20s and one that's a teenager, if you're in a place and you happen to be at a bar or something like that, cover your drink up. Don't leave your drink exposed if you leave the bar. Even around your friends, sometimes people like to play pranks and jokes and stuff like that, but you don't know what the prank and joke is all about until you become a victim.
We will link both of their bios, both their Instagrams, the Narcan nasal spray, etc. on our website, cw33.com.